all we went through. Let's go back to here. That's why I want to bring it back to this part right here. When they first started, how we got here, how they brought us here, the chain, how they took away everything from us, the kids, ourselves, and basically property to them. So they took us from our homeland, stripped of us everything, and then they put us on this slave ship. And you can see right here how they did it. And a lot of us was jumping off, trying to get away. The below that slave ship is disgusting. But they ain't care. It was we property to them. And that's what they're there for. So when they got to the first shore, here we go. First thing to do is slave for sale. And they had all of them there. And remind you, I had did some research. When people say we're on a mission or we're going to different territories, watch that. Watch that mission. When you get white people coming to you, watch the mission. The mission is for a reason. They're checking everything out to see what's going on and what they can do. And that's what they did. So when they did all of that, they now became their property. And under their law, search back, it says that as far as they're concerned, we are property. So they can sell us. Yeah.
You know, and back, even going, when you say back the first beginning, how it was our people selling us.
Yes.
It for the fact that we didn't know no better.
Yes.
And that's how they fed their community.
Yes.
But as, you know, if anybody wanted to go see, what's the picture, which one played in? Oh, I can't even think. Come on, Father, work through. But anyway, no, not the James, the one that Viola played in. Woman King.
Woman King.
You look, you see where black people were selling black people.
Yes.
So it was not only that white people was coming over here.
No.
We was being sold by our own
people. Now,
because on that fact, we didn't know no better until we learned.
That's
so
it right there.
That I was saying, Viola did
Excellent.
her community, she said, no, we're not selling us people. No, we're not selling our people. We're going to learn how to grow crops and stuff like that, and that's what we sell.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And that's why I left that information for the YouTube video. It has everything you're talking about. It's right there. Another guy's telling you that, he's showing you, he did his research, everything. So that way you're more educated. And that's why I gave you that. That way you be well aware, you know, just not us. Be mindful, even to this day now. Even to this day now, we do stuff like that.
Of course, yeah.
Okay? Because it's sort of like, I'm going to get to this part right here, where after we got sold, and they just, whoever bought us as property, made determination whether we're going to be picking cotton for building, you know, their industry, or we're going to be in the house serving them. Either one.
You got to be a different complexion.
Hey, there you go.
High yellow.
So they pick it out.
It's like Miss Green, she would have never made it in the house.
No. And that's how it goes.
It's been crazy. It's crazy.
It's the way it is, but we know
it still happens. Still happens.
it's still. That's why I said. That's what we need up right now. It's still happening through the job, through everything.
Right.
And some people, when they get too much of that, they look down on you. And the guy gonna be talking about that in the video as well.
Okay.
All of that stuff is gonna be there, and he's gonna tell you why. So now we go to the Nat Turner. Remember Nat Turner? He was revolutionary, and he got to that point where he got tired of this. Seeing our own being shackled, seeing our own being hung, seeing our own women being, you know, raped, seeing all of that. So he got to the point that he said, hold up, I got a vision, and we're going to start killing them. So what he did, a master, the horror that they had, and all of them know about it. When he came, that's all, he got a group of people, and that's what they did, to stop. we didn't have that courage, so he gave us courage. Insurrection. Because we're going to die anyway. So but when they seen that, they said, wow. After all we did to them, they still coming back? Yeah. So that slowed them up. But then we had this guy right here called Willie Lynch. See, Willie Lynch, all the slave owners, they start realizing that people was rebelling. They slaves were rebelling. We was rebelling. So Willie Lynch came and gave them instructions in the Jones Beach in Virginia. And basically, that's where my family's from. So he gave them instructions. He said, okay, we can round all y'all up, all the plantation leaders. And he said, here's how you're going to keep them in check because of what just happened here with Nat Turner. He said, what you're going to do is we're going to put so much fear in them that they will never retaliate against us, retaliate or nothing, because the type of fear what we're going to do. So he took a woman in front of everybody, one of our own people, and they had a knife, and she's pregnant, and he sliced her stomach open and just pulled the baby out. That's fear. The men can't do nothing. He said that fear would last over 500 years, and look what's happening now. Over 600 years. You would always fear us, only us. That's what he did. That's what he did. So now when you go anywhere and you see all these killings, and you see all these killing your own, and you see all this crazy stuff going on, and they looking at it, they said, well, they ain't coming to our neighborhood. They ain't gonna do it to us because that fear is still in there, what we would do to you. So that was a Willie Lynch. And basically, this is our story. Everybody have a story. The Jews have a story. Hispanics got a story. Japanese got a story about what happened to them, about that bomb. Everybody got a story, but this is our story. Now, my goal, my mission is to turn this around and something positive. How would you give the kids or any youth, anybody turn it around? Because all I hear on the radio is the hip hop, you hear the rap, you hear this. So I'm looking at this, I said, now if I can give either one of these kids to look at this, understand the story, and start rapping about it. That's a message right there. Because once you start rapping about it and other kids pick it up, they already got it. It goes on. And then you go on as you rap about who you really are. Go into your history. That's my goal. And if that goal can be met at any point in time, because I'll be out here doing the same thing wherever I can be at, and I get one of them young kids that can do something like that, you doing everything else. You degrading your own. Everything I hear is be this, F this, pull out your pants, shoot them up. No. Why don't you rap about your history? You can say the same thing, but you're changing it to your own history. Now I'm okay. I'm okay with that. If I can do that. But other than that, that was my presentation. And I really didn't, thank you all for listening. And y'all have all the information that y'all need. If anything else, you all want to say anything? Because I got the mic. I like what you said. It's shocking. Everywhere I go at, it's very shocking because it's our history. If you take your own history away and deny your history, you ain't going nowhere. Because I see a lot of people, they don't know their history. So when they get these nice jobs, and they get around people that got a lot, they don't remember their history. Because it never changed. Your own people destroy you anyway. But if you know your history, you know where you came from, you know what you're doing. Now, wherever you go at, you don't need no script. You don't need nothing to rap because you know who you are. And then you can start telling them. Because most of the time when they give me a mic and they say, oh, no. Don't put them on the stand. Do not put them on the stand. I said, why not? So once I go on the stand or even in the news, they shut it down. I said, wow, ain't that a trick? But anyway.
That's crazy. Everybody should know their own history. Because, I mean, that comes from your ancestors. The stories that my mom told me and my mom told her, her. You know, so if you don't know your own history, it's sad.
It's very sad. You don't know who you are. And you be skeptical about what you do, too, because you know your history. You say, what I'm doing? What I'm doing? I used to be, you know, originally I'm from Brownsville, grew up here, so we used to be in gangs and all, but I ain't know anything. Back here, they used to call it, you in the Brownsville Project, way back there, you was a Frenchman.
You was going with the flow, brother. You knew it, you just didn't, you know.
I didn't know the history.
Okay, well, your parents didn't tell you a little bit of history coming up?
We was doing what we was supposed to be doing in the Brownsville Project. We was doing the number run. We was doing the house thing. We was doing all that stuff, you know. Drugs, everything.
That's strange, you know.
Nah.
I'm 67, and I know for a fact you up here with me somewhere.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
your mom ain't never tell you about.
Okay, let's put it this way. She probably did, but it went through one ear and went out the other.
Yeah, that's why I
To be
said
honest,
that's why I said
yeah,
that you
it was
knew
a lot of us
You
that
knew it,
yeah,
you just didn't take it.
yeah, and then with the streets that get to you,
Yeah.
all of that stuff, you know. So maybe it was there and it just came coming out, you know. Because they said once you there for a while, and after years go by, it starts to blossom. It might take about 30, 50, 40 years, but eventually, you know, you start. Because I would never think I was doing this. Way back there, nah, what? But here is to get back.
Right, nice.
So this my whole mission is to get back and you know.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm not here in Charlotte anymore. I moved out.
Oh.
I mean, I said in Charlotte.
Brownsville.
Yes, I live in Charlotte now, but every day I talk to my sister, and that's a good thing to give back to the community.
Yeah.
I applaud you, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Do you sell them paintings?
Yeah, I do, but it is mostly at the gallery. It costs expensive.
Yeah.
They are expensive. You know, I don't know. Throw that. I know where I'm from, but you throw that out there. You say, man, you don't get too stupid. Yeah. But they buy. Especially when I got to do a presentation, they got a gallery or exhibit, and you're around even your own blacks, you know, they pretty rich, you know. So when I come, I know I'm gonna be selling something. So when I start talking about that, they already, you know, how much is out with that? That's what it costs. You know, and they want certain ones of those, and that's what it's gonna cost. Because I can make another one, you know. But that's where it comes with. They pay.
So what's the price range? Can't give you.
No. I want to tell you, I reduced it, but most of them, these right here, is from 800 down.
Oh, that's cheap. Okay.
Yeah, because when I first started this right here,
When
when I first started with this, it was 1,500, and I got the price from he's from the Dorsey Art Gallery, Art O'Neill, very famous, and he was telling me the prices that I need to put on it because of his say so. Because he's like, you know, once you get people that they know,
right.
and they asked him, they said, what do you think? He said, yeah. You know, that's what it's worth. And they bought it.
Wow.
So it wasn't nothing. Now I realized that, but everybody cannot afford that, you know, but that's the deal. You know?
I like that queen.
Yeah, the queen is powerful.
Yeah,
Queen is powerful. Queen is powerful. Everybody liked the queen, and what they did, they wanted the queen. I had a few other pieces there, so we made a deal. They said, well, I want to get the queen plus that piece and that piece for this amount. I said, bet.
Nice, okay.
You know, I ain't, you know, I'm
My
not
thing
doing
is, you
nothing.
buy a piece of art or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
I need
powerful.
something
It's
that
powerful.
I can maybe pawn in the future.
Oh.
If I can get to.
That was another thing too, yeah.
I'll put some insurance on the wall.
Yeah, what most of the
That's
art
cheap.
is insured then for you for the future, because that's what most people do. They get the art now because they said, shh, Man, you know, I would get, after a few more years to go certain places.
And the price is going up.
Is it going up? And they know you got artists, you got the buyers, sellers, you got all these different types of people. When they come, that's what they look for. That's only what they look for. They look at that, they already know what they can get from it. But they want to see what you sell it for. They do that all day long. And it ain't nothing to me. I'll make another one. I'm an artist. So anybody, y'all want to, don't want to say nothing, okay. I'm just trying to put my 2 cents in. You know, somebody might say, I got something to say.
I do.
I know you too.
Yes. And shut mouth don't get fed. I speak and I talk.
No. Well, before we, you know,
I'm talking about.
I would bring this to you.
Brownsville, but now I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, hold on for a minute. Hold on, we're going to bring that.
Thank you.
I was going to bring that to you when you speak. Oh, you good? You want it?
My voice is matters.
Okay. All right, so we got this right here, and then you don't want it to be filming, so you don't want it. You said, no, we don't want to do that. All right, well, anyway, so that's it.
I'm telling you, for real.
What happened?
No, he's talking about your arm.
I have a picture that I'm sitting down like that with a crown and stuff on, but that was when I was younger, but it's like, it looks like that picture there.
Well, it probably is. It's you. It's a black queen. It's all of y'all in here. All y'all black queens.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. That's why I left it without
Wait, yes. So who painted this?
me.
You painted this?
I did all of this stuff, everything.
Oh, this is your art.
This is my art. When I do a pop-up. You might see me.
Saturday.
You see me Saturday. They never told me where, when, what time.
Oh, Mother Gaston on.
But he never gave me the information.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Okay, good enough. Because I do the same thing.
Well, you should be in the
Yeah. I do that on, and I was trying to get into that Heritage Center right there on Library.
Oh, wow.
But I never got contact. I mean, I did meet up, somebody had came down, but they said, what would I wanted to do the same thing I'm doing now. They had a little yard outside or something. And she said, well, who would come? In the province. You gotta remember where you're at now. And you're not have hip hop or anything like that, or jazz.
Right.
So you'd be just there by yourself. And I said, yeah, you're right. She said, but that's good that you're doing that. But if I get something like that, oh no. That's why I just went into the neighborhood like I'm doing now.
Right.
And I get into I'm not leaving the Brownsville neighborhood, I'm just going around, you know, to different, right now, right here. And other people pick me up and I go somewhere else, you know. But mainly, I like to do it right there I did it on the street right here on Blake and Rockaway, BMS. They had the Juneteenth. And I had it all set up because I got my own table, tent, all that. Yeah, I had it set up right there, and I had not a lot of people came. They was amazed. What they wanted was what she was saying. Yeah. First day they said, yo, man, because I was doing filming over there, but they waited until I finished everything, and then they just zeroed right in on this.
Yeah, I'm on the board there too.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, see?
BMS,
Yeah, BMS,
Well,
yeah.
Saturday, we're supposed to be, we're gonna be right in front of, you know where I live at, right? Outside, they're gonna block up the whole street. So if you come Saturday, you're gonna probably have to park on Lakeside. On the
Wherever, I come earlier where I can get a spot where I got to be at.
They do like a fair where, all the business stuff gonna be outside. And then they do it also, they have Brownsville has got 30K, and they doing like pamphlets, so you can do like a resume on what you want them to do with the money on June 3rd. So we're gonna be out there Saturday in the street, and
I'll
then
be
we're
there.
having art and stuff there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Talking the same, passing out the same thing. You be there too? Okay, so you'll be there too. Probably have another person or maybe one or two, who knows. But,
There's gonna be a lot of different business out there. So,
yeah. But mainly that's what I'll be doing. I just needed help So that's why I got her, because she's new.
Right.
She's, you know, like I said, they just finished graduating from the Brick Arts Medium producer class. So I got her, and a few other people too, you know, who get good.
Wow.
There you go.
He said he's security and all that.
All that. All right, so is there anything else that y'all need from me before I, no?
You didn't tell the story.
So you do
I
this,
did, that was the story. You ain't hear the story
Part
about how you got here?
Yeah, part two. I know I got
Oh, you need part two now, huh? What's part two? Yeah, right?
Rocket ship.
Yeah, right, rocket ship. Yeah, well, that's our ancestors, our ancestors, our heritage, that's how they got it. Yeah. All right, so we good, right?
Get a boat.
So in other words, if somebody want to purchase something, they just get in touch with you.
Yeah, yeah. I also have, look at my website. It's on the,
Okay, it's on
it's
there.
on, everything is there. So you just go to the website, you see everything right there. Or you just call and get in touch with you know. But everything, if you need something like that, it's already there. It's already hooked up.
Oh, okay.
So it ain't made no sense. I do portraits as well. Like people wanted, and you see that on the website too. They wanted their kid portrait, they wanted self-portrait, you know, in black and white, and that they really like that, you know. The portrait comes out real. It's real life portraits.
Well, no, we thank you for coming out. It was very educational.
Thank you for having me. Yep. I'll definitely let y'all eat your food.
I mean, something to do rather than sit around and, you know, not do anything. We should learn a little something.
Yeah, you got something.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad I came in.
Yeah, you got something.
Especially the piece in the salad.
All right, so. We just had a wonderful, excellent time at Brownsville, and it's called the 30 event that they give back to the community. And they got all kinds of vendors here. I'll show you the video as I'm talking. And it's splendid. They all gave back to the community, food, toys. They did dancing, they got certain exercise, they did a bunch of stuff. But anyway, what I'm here to tell you real quick is that about my art. First of all, my name is Melvin Isaac. I'm a native of Brownsville, Brooklyn, born and raised here on 289 Blake Avenue. And what I'm doing now is coming back to Brownsville and coming back to give back to the community. So I'm giving back with education. And the education I'm giving back is their culture, their ancestors, heritage culture from the continent of Africa to America. And I want them to understand that who they was before they got here, because everybody got a message. Every different type of culture, people have a message to give. So now is our message that we gave. We went through so much. And as you can see, I'm going to show you these pictures right here. It's telling you how the journey that we had went through, our ancestors to get to here. But before we got here, we was kings and queens. And the picture that I'm going to share with you right now is this one right here. His name is Massa Musa. Massa Musa was the richest, the powerful person in Africa. You talking about Donald Trump, all these other Bill Gates and all these people, and how much money they had? No, he had billions of dollars. And what he did, he helped out the community. So he's in the history book. That's our leader. That's our people. That's us. The other one is the Black Queen. The Black Queen is our mothers. She birthed us for 9 months in her stomach. And she went through so much, but look how strong she become. She's so strong and powerful, the most powerful woman on earth. And we continue being powerful. And I'm gonna give you a quick example of how strong we are. Because after all they did to us, how they brought us here, how they stole it. Now, I'm gonna give you a little information about that situation, because although we had the Caucasians, but you remember our own sold us out as well for liquor and all this other stuff. But what happened when we got here, before we got here, all the stuff that we had to go through on the slave ship, being sold on the auction, being in the cotton field, going through the Jim Crow, and with the Nat Turner and Willie Lynch, all of that stuff we went through, and they looked at us as property. They didn't look at us as a human being, because they sold us and everything else. But all that stuff that we went through, that's why I want to tell you how powerful and how strong we are with our black queen and our king. We end up, and that's what's messing them up. The more we know about ourselves, the more strong we get. We end up being the president twice, rose up like that. So think about that, how powerful we are. No matter what, they can't keep us down. And we became president twice. So it's that type of powerful strength that we have, keeping in us, and they won't be teaching this in schools or in the institution. They sort of like keep this away from us about who we are, how much strength that we got. But we have it, and that's what I'm doing right now, is bringing back to the community, educating you folks out here about your culture, about who you really are and how you got here and how strong you are and how rich you are. So based on that, again, my name is Melvin Eisen, and I want to thank everybody for listening to me. And this was the Brownsville event, and this is Saturday, June the 3rd, 2023. And it's a great, great event to give back to the community. Thank you very much.